also cannot gaslight us. It's the same thing that the Democrats did before. If you gaslight us into thinking that everything's okay, it doesn't make it okay. You just make us resent you. So you have to show that there is a solution for this that's going to be beneficial to the American people.
Andrew Schulz and his crew just laid it all out. The economy's a mess, people are anxious, and nobody knows what's coming next with these tariffs. They're asking the same question millions of Americans are. Where's the leadership? But when one of the cameramen tries to trash Trump, Schulz doesn't nod along. He pushes back. He challenges the lazy narrative and reminds everyone whether you like Trump or not, he actually listens to the people. And that's more than we can say for most politicians.
I think that emotional, the tax that we're dealing with emotionally right now, that insecurity, like you hear about your friend getting fired, and you hear about people struggling to get another job, and you start going, whoa, 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 whoa. Are businesses concerned about growth and hiring? Therefore, they've stopped their hiring.
UPS is firing 20,000 workers.
Okay, so so think about it, right? So it's like now all those people who lost a job are going to have even more difficult time getting another job, which just further induces anxiety amongst the population. And an anxious population is not a good population. You want us, if you want to think in like bad terms, if you're the people in charge, you want your society to be pacified and distracted. You want us thinking about sports. You want us thinking about music. You want us thinking about the dumb shit. And then, business goes on as usual. You don't want us all focused on our next meal. You don't want us all focused on what's happening in the economy and how we're going to provide for our families, because then we start thinking about what the people in power are doing and every decision they make.
I think everybody's thinking about that now.
Yeah,
it's 100%. It's there because, once again, it's all about the economy. Because here's the thing. You can front on social media but so much. Meaning, like, you can get on social media and act like everything is all good and, act like you balling and act like you got it. Reality will set in. Those shelves will be empty. You know what I'm saying? You can only front with so much. And when reality hits, one thing that we all know, when reality hits, it is hard to front about.
Oh, you can do it. Do you see what Trump tweeted today?
What's the tweet?
All right. For context, January 29th, economy is on the up. This is the Trump stock market because my polls against Biden are so good that investors are projecting that I will win, and that will drive the market up. Everything else is blah, blah, blah. What do you think he tweeted today?
That's what?
This is the Biden stock market, not Trump's. I didn't take over till January 20th. Tariffs will soon start kicking in, and the company's starting to move in record numbers, blah, blah, blah.
Nah, he got to stop doing stuff like that. I saw him do that the other day at his 100th day speech, and he said, like, he's blaming, he said something about transgenders, and I was like, nah,
we don't care about that right now.
Yeah, you won the election with that. You got to govern now, buddy.
Yep.
Okay, you got to govern now, and you won the election with stuff like the trans issue, but you really won because of the economy. You said it yourself. You said you won the election with one word, groceries.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He said, I won the election because of groceries. He said, on day one, I was going to make the economy better.
And I won on groceries. It's a very simple word, groceries. Like almost, who uses the word? I started using the word, the groceries. When you buy apples, when you buy bacon, when you buy eggs, they would double and triple the price over a short period of time. And I won an election based on that.
You made all those promises.
Andrew Schulz nailed it. There's a deep growing economic anxiety across America, and it's hitting people where it hurts most, their wallets. Whether it's the grocery store or the drive-thru, prices are out of control, and people aren't dumb. They know something's seriously wrong. Layoffs, rising costs, and uncertainty aren't just statistics anymore, they're personal. And Schulz is right to call it out. When life is good, when people have money in their pockets and a sense of stability, they're too busy enjoying life to complain. That's exactly what Trump is trying to bring back. Abundance, not survival mode. But to fix this broken system, you can't just maintain the status quo. You have to disrupt it. And disruption always comes with some turbulence. That's the point. Critics miss. Trump isn't trying to make things harder. He's trying to reset a broken machine. If he's honest with the American people about the pain we'll feel now and the payoff that's coming later, we'll be just fine. Because once that dust settles, America will be stronger, more self-reliant, and economically secure.
We're not there.
Deliver.
We're not there.
What I would do if I was a young entrepreneur, I would locate the business sectors that are going to be deeply impacted by the tariffs. I would find small American businesses that are creating those things at home. A lot of them are not created at home, but there might be some that are. There might be some American-made diapers, American-made formula, whatever. And then I would inject as much capital as I possibly could into scaling those businesses, because if those shelves are going to be empty, they will be filled because people need those products, and the price might be higher, but paying more is better than not getting anything at all. So if I'm a young hedge fund or if I'm a young VC, I am finding those businesses and I'm going, how can we build another factory as soon as possible? How can we increase production? Because people are going to need shit. They're not going to be able to get it. That's what I would do. But I think the most important thing the Trump administration could do right now is you have to do things to instill confidence in the people, and you also cannot gaslight us. It's the same thing that the Democrats did before. If you gaslight us into thinking that everything's okay, it doesn't make it okay. You just make us resent you. So you have to show that there is a solution for this that's going to be beneficial to the American people.
And what's interesting, when you look at all of these economists, man, I've seen economists on Fox News say this ain't the way.
Yeah.
You know, when you got conservative economists on Fox News,
but they were always saying that. They were always saying that shit. And that's the other thing. It's like, yeah, it's just it.
I mean, look, the irony, at least from my perspective of this, is like I grew up. My father was very adamant about only buying American. He was saying back in the 70s and 80s, we have a manufacturing problem. Too many. If I wanted to get a fishing wheel, I had to buy an American fishing wheel. If he bought a car, Oldsmobile, Ford, we could never have any other type of car. Any chance he got to buy American, we even had a big sign up in our house, you know, buy American, like, so that shit was beaten into my head. And I think the instinct is a correct one, right? I just think Trump's the worst possible person to
execute the plan.
Yeah. And I don't understand what he's trying to do right now, because I don't think he actually cares.
And, well,
so that's the question.
I can't say whether or not he cares, but I think that feeling that you have about, like, you don't know what he's trying to do.
Right.
I think a lot of us have that feeling.
Right.
And it's important that they understand that and they meet us there, and that they understand the economic anxiety that's taking place. And you'd hope, because whether you like or hate Trump, he is a listener to what is popular. It is the reason why he gets ratings. It's the reason why people gravitate toward it. He won't specifically take something and run with it if it doesn't have majority support.
Oh, if Trump thought supporting trans rights would get him elected another 4 times, he'd be hosting Mr. America. Like, he doesn't give a shit. Like, he doesn't care.
So that's why it's important that we echo these sentiments, because
Trump doesn't care? Come on. How would you even know that? People like this cameraman throwing out blanket statements like that have no clue. It's easy to criticize from the sidelines, but here's the truth. Short-term pain doesn't mean long-term failure. What Trump is doing right now might sting. Yeah, tariffs, market shifts, uncertainty, but that's the price of resetting a rigged system. When the dust settles and the factories return, jobs stabilize, and American companies grow, and we become self-reliant again, people will look back and say Trump was a genius. He wasn't chasing applause. He was making tough, unpopular moves, because that's what real leadership looks like. He's putting America first, not playing for the cameras.